Good morning. I'm Kenley and Elsie. Today we are going to discuss about banning mobile devices at school. And for me, it's a yes. I'm fighting to ban the mobile devices at school because of many reasons.
Good day, I am Marx Neocator. What we are going to discuss today is about banning mobile devices, cell phones, smartphones at schools. It could be yes or it could be no. I am fighting not to ban mobile devices at schools. Why? For many reasons why I stand by the answer no.
Mobile devices can distract students while classes is on. In case a student is studying, once the device rings for a message or a call, it will automatically disturb and defocus his or her attention.
Do not underestimate mobile devices. Always remember that they're not just mobile devices. They can help a lot of students like me to use it as an informative informations like dictionaries, novels, reference books, and scientific and musical instruments through applications and other things that mobile devices can help you with.
In some instances, can also use for cheating, sharing of answers with friends during an examination, taking photos of questionnaire with mobile phones, also be used to search answers in the internet during an exam. Lastly, to store information on mobile phones that the student will look to during an examination.
For me, it's not a standard to ban mobile phones at schools because it also does not prevent students from using mobile phones. It is better to be visible than to have students to hide it. This way, the teachers will know better if mobile phones are being used outside of learning.
Banning mobile devices and restricting access to the internet is a smart way of keeping online and have a healthy and good eyesight.
This is a way for our young people to prepare for the modern world that we will be pursuing right now. It is imperative that every school should be prepared in this way of style for the youth to make the use of mobile devices effective, and the school should help the youth in its development.
It also minimizes the potential for students to send out rumors that alarm people outside the school.
We also need to consider the things that will interest young people like me and what is important to me, to them, and the mobile phone is one of those things. We need to connect with students so that they enjoy their learning and have an interest in learning. Big thing that tools that use is mobile devices. Let us remember that if we want students to learn, we also want to be connected with them.
Students can only use cell phones for educational purposes under an educator's instructions, for health or medical purposes, or for special needs.
Last but not the least, the important thing we should think about is what each school can afford cheap technology for the education of young people or the students. We know that computers are one of those technologies used by teachers as well as students in learning. And we also know that computers are not cheap or not affordable. Not all schools can afford it, especially public schools. It also cannot be put in a bag of every student or teachers because the size of computer is so it's not accessible. So it is better to make mobile devices in a way of learning. So devices should not be banned in schools.
All I want is to ban the mobile devices at school because I don't want other students to be distracted, although mobile devices is all over the world. Sometimes other students use that in cheating and other bad intentions.
Generally, all I want is to convey is don't just ban the mobile devices at schools. I want to convey that they must properly introduce the proper use of mobile devices in learning, whether we admit it or not. We know that mobile phones are very easy to use compared to other technologies that schools have. It's also cheap or affordable and easy to use. We need to open that we are in the modern world now, and it's necessary that by now we can prepare for it properly. And another thing that is important in bringing a mobile phone to schools what is that if you had an emergency or event that you sometimes don't want to have an accident with, you can easily call your parents because in our time, almost everyone has a cell phone, even if you're a poor citizen. That's all we're gonna talk about today. Thank you very much.